So doubt was the mnemonic of yesterday's chapter. Okay. So compassion who will take care of young generation means destruction of family tradition, no enjoyment, uncertainty, okay, sinful activities, fear, sins, no enjoyment. Yes, mainly 5 reasons were there. Okay, so of course all of you are remembering. Yes, one hand raise is also there, so quickly we'll take hand raise and we'll see. Yes, Akadosh Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, please unmute. Okay, so okay, yeah. What were the 5 reasons, Prabhu?
Hello.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. আসলে আমি তো লিংকে ঢোকার পর বাংলা করছিলাম, কিন্তু বাংলাটা আমি পাইতেছি না। এখানে হিন্দি আসতেছে, আমি তো হিন্দি অতটা বুঝি না। আর আমি কিছুটা মানে কিছু ভালো মতো ভালোভাবে বুঝতে
Bangla, I cannot understand, Prabhu. Please contact any one of the admins if you want to take Bangla class. You have to do the Bangla class. They will guide you. Okay, Prabhuji. So okay. So we will start the class now. Okay. I'm starting the unmute thing. Okay. Let me share the screen. Yes. So yesterday Arjuna was having confusion, bewilderment. Is my screen clear or anything is there in my screen?
Clear, Prabhu.
Clear now? Okay.
There upside.
Something is there?
Yes, Prabhuji. Upside.
Upside. Okay.
Not clear.
Not clear. I'll reload it. Is it now?
Yes, Prabhuji. Now it's clear. Hare Krishna.
Okay. So yesterday Arjuna was having full confusion. So 2 things we have seen. First thing was sign in addiction. So first name of the chapter was sign in addiction. So Arjuna, and we have seen the moods of the 3 people. How was the mood before starting of the war? Then we have seen what is Arjuna's arguments for not fighting. That is called Arjuna Vishad Yoga or lamentation of Arjuna. Okay, so 2 things we have seen. So quickly we'll see and what are the things today. So as you all know, let me choose one pen. Okay, yeah. So the chapter name is Gita Saramsa or summary of Gita, contents of Gita summarized. Okay, so actually today whole Gita, whole of the yoga and all the systems, all the yoga system Krishna has described. Okay. And after that, after the end of today's chapter, Arjuna will be asking questions. And based on the question, Krishna will be dwelling deeper into those concepts. And then from there, chapter 3 will start. Okay. So today is just a summary. Okay. We won't be taking all the concepts because we will be taking all the concepts later when the Krishna is dwelling deeper in those concepts. So we'll take exclusive concepts which are important for this chapter. We'll take, okay. Other concepts we'll take when relevant chapter comes. Okay. So that will be our flow. And this way we'll be completing today's chapter. Little bit longer chapter. So be with me. Okay. If I'm a little fast, you just tell me in the chat box that I'm a little bit fast. Okay. So that I can pace my speed. Okay. So let's start with Guru Pranam mantra. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuttapadakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavam Cha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadavaitam Savadutam Parijan Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Shri Vishakhan Vitam Cha Namahum Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashyata Deshitarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivashadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So the teachings is based on the teachings of His Divine Grace, Sri Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. He is founder Acharya of ISKCON, and we pay our humble obeisances unto his feet, so that his teachings of Bhagavad Gita we can apply in our life. Okay. So let's summarize. So this is the yesterday's chapter, observing the army. So Arjuna is observing the first part, second part, doubts. Okay. So these are the reasons or the arguments given by Arjuna for not fighting. First is the compassion. We should have compassion to the other living entities. Okay. Loss of enjoyment. With whom I will enjoy this kingdom. Fear of sinful reaction. Killing so many people will cause sin. Okay. Destruction of family tradition. Who will guide the younger generation? Okay. Indecision. I am not able to decide which is good, which is bad. Okay. 5 reasons. And today we are going to read this. So today's mnemonic is Gita. Okay, beautiful mnemonic. Yesterday's mnemonic was doubt, and today we are starting. Actually, Krishna will be speaking from this chapter, and we'll see the mnemonic is Gita only. So first part is Guru. We'll see what is the meaning of Guru, what is the meaning of Bhagwan. Okay, so those things we'll see. Okay. Second part is identity. Who are we? What is our real identity? Okay, so that we'll see. Many people consider that I am Indian, I am Chinese, I am like this, I am Hindu, I am Muslim, like that. Okay, so who are we actually? Okay, so what is our real identity? Those we'll see. Okay, then we'll see 2 dharma. So based on our identity, we have dharma also. Okay, so the 2 dharma are Swadharma and Nitya Dharma or Sanatan Dharma. Okay, Swadharma and Nitya Dharma or Sanatan Dharma. Then at last we'll see Atmaram, a person who knows his real identity. What is the symptom of those person? How those person are situated? What is the sign and symptom of those person? How we can identify those persons? Okay, so that is the today's discussion topic. So these are our objective. Aim is second chapter. Okay, Gita Saramsa. So let me start with one question. So many people, what is your realization of God? Okay, many people consider God is like just a light energy. Some energy is there. Okay, and that energy is maintaining everything in this universe. Okay, so that is one thing. Many people consider that as the supreme truth. Okay, so that is one first. Second thing. Many God is within us. Okay, within us. So every living entity is having God. Okay, so that is the second part. Okay, so many people consider absolute truth, the God, as a person who lives within every person. So that is the second thing. Third thing, many people think that God is a person like this. You see, Krishna is here with us in a form of person. So that is the third thing. Okay, that is the third thing. So 3 things we have discussed. So what you think? What is the nature of God? Okay, who is God? First is the energy form or light form. Second is the form which is residing inside us. Or third is the personal form. Or fourth, all. Okay, so 4 things you have, 4 options you have. What do you think? A, B, C, D. You can put like that. A, B, C, D. God is strength, all, D. So if you are saying D, any other person who is saying A, B, C, like, okay. Till now we have got all answers inside us. So second option, okay. Shubha Mataji D, Arya Mataji saying inside us means B. Meena Mataji saying all. Yes. What do you think? What is the form of Lord? So A, Madhu Mataji is saying it is the energy form. Okay. Okay. So till now we have seen all these things. So let's discuss that thing only first. Okay. So first thing, that is the guru. Let's discuss with the guru part. Answers. Few people are saying A, that is energy form. Lord is in the energy form. Okay. So so let's start with that concept only. So let's understand this concept. Okay. So is our vision perfect? Can we see God? So you see this picture. Okay. See this picture. What you see? Just a tree. Okay. Can you see a parrot inside the tree? No, we cannot see because we are very far from the tree. When we go near to the tree, we can see, oh, there is a parrot also, the green color parrot, green leaves, green parrot, and he is eating the fruits. Okay. So we can see actually the parrot is also there. So it depends on our vision. Okay. So it depends on our distance with the tree. So if you're too much distant, so we won't be knowing the finer details. But when we go nearer, okay, we'll be knowing the finer details also. Okay. So that is the thing. Based on that, based on this concept, there are three forms of God realization. Okay. Actually, there are three forms of Lord realization. Okay. Depends on our distance, how much we are distant from the Lord. Okay. Actually, all three forms are okay. All three forms are correct. Okay. But depends on the distance. Okay. So the basic form of realization, energy form. Some people like many people are told A option. They consider Lord as energy. Okay. So one energy is there who is maintaining all the universe like that. Okay. And there is no personal form of that energy. So that is considered by many people. That is called Brahman effulgence. Okay. Brahman effulgence form. Okay. So that is the most basic form of God relation. Better than that or above that is called the Paramatma form. The Paramatma form is the localized form which is there inside every person. Okay. So Paramatma form is there. Lord is there within all of us in the form of Paramatma. So there is Atma and there is Paramatma also within us. So Lord is there within us in the form of Paramatma also. So Brahman effulgence is also Lord form, but better than that, the Paramatma form. Okay. And Paramatma is the localized form inside our heart. Okay. With the Atma, there is Paramatma. And better than that, or the best, is called the Bhagavan form, a personal form. Okay. So Lord has one personal form also. Okay. It is it is described that Lord has a Shyam Sundar form. The color is a sky color form. He used to have, wear pitambar. Okay. He used to have flute. He's surrounded by the devotees. Okay. Like that personal form is described. So Lord is there in the form of Bhagavan also. That is called personal form. So the Brahman effulgence, the basic form, then Paramatma form, then Bhagavan form. Let's try to understand with an example. Okay. So you are in your room. Okay. But in your room also you can know that is it day or night. Okay. How you can know? Because there is light outside. So you can know that is it day. If there is no light, then it means it is night. Okay. So that way you can know. But you do not know from where the light is coming. Okay, what is the cause of light? Just there is one light, and that light is causing the all the things which is visible. All the visibility is caused by the light. So that is what the basic concept. Okay. Now you are in room. Now you are going to the balcony or the outside. Okay. Now you can see. Okay, this light is caused by sun. Okay. One localized disk is there. Sun disk is there, and from there all the light is coming. Okay. And it is causing the brightness of all the universe. Okay. So that light is coming from the sun. Okay. So that is the second form of realization. So you see, second form of realization is the Paramatma or the sun disk. Okay. And the third form, when you go near to the sun, very near, you can see, okay, there is sun god also in the sun planet. Okay. So you can see that a personal form is there who is maintaining the sun. Okay. So that is the thing. So you see, this Brahman effulgence is compared to sun sign, but sun sign is coming from something, and something is the sun disk, and the sun disk is also having personal form, and that is called sun god. Okay. Same thing, same concept. Based on our distance, we can analyze a lot. Okay. So that is the thing. Brahman effulgence, the basic form, Paramatma form, better than that Brahman form, and the best is the Bhagavan form. Okay. So that is the three forms of realization. So actually, when Lord Sri Krishna started speaking, okay, So Srila Vyasadeva writes Sri Bhagavan Vacha. Okay, so what is the meaning of Bhagavan? So the thing is, why is he's writing Bhagavan? Because of this word. Bhagavan means the personal form. Okay, so you see, when Arjuna was speaking, it is said Arjuna Vacha. When Dhritarashtra was speaking, it was written Dhritarashtra Vacha. When Sanjay was speaking, it was written Sanjay Vacha. But when Sri Krishna was speaking, it is not written like Sri Krishna Vacha. It is written Sri Bhagavan Vacha. So what is the meaning of Bhagavan? Because he want to emphasize, Vyasadeva need to want to emphasize that Bhagavan is Sri Krishna. Okay, so that is the thing, the personal form of Bhagavan, Sri Krishna. Okay. So how we can analyze, how we can know the three forms? With the assistance of a bona fide guru. Okay, who is trained in this knowledge and who can show us, who is self-realized, okay, to show us these things. Okay. So there is one meaning of Bhagavan. If you see the word, okay, Bhag means opulences, and Van means a person who have all these opulences. So actually Bhagavan means the person who is full opulent. Okay, full opulent. So actually there are 6 opulences. You see here, this side, opulences, 6 opulences: rich, strength, fame, beauty, knowledge, and renunciation. A person who has all these 6 opulences in full, from a person from whom all the opulences, all these 6 opulences are coming, and all these opulences are in full in a single person, that person can be called as Bhagavan. Okay, so that is another meaning which Parashar Muni has told about the Bhagavan, and Vyasadeva writes Sri Bhagavan Vacha. Okay, so that is the meaning of Bhagavan, a person who has all these 6 opulences in full. So Krishna has all these 6 opulences in full, all rich, all strength, all fame, all beauty, all knowledge, all renunciation. Okay, so Krishna is called as Bhagavan because Krishna has all the opulences in full. Okay. So let's start. That was the first realization about the God and what is the importance of Guru, what is the importance of Lord. Okay, so let's try to understand what is the importance. Why Arjuna, why we need to have Guru in our life. Okay, so for that, this sloka is there. So let's try to understand 2.7. Karpanya dosho pahata svabhava tvam dharma sammud cheta यश श्रेयश्चानिश्चितं ब्रूहि तन्मे शिष्याते हम शादिमां त्वं प्रपन्नम. Karpanya dosho pahata swabhava. Very important sloka, this one. Okay. Karpan is the miser. Kripan is the miser, conjuice. Okay. Karpanya dosho. So there is a dosh or the weakness. Karpanya dosho pahata swabhava. So his swabhava has become like Karpanya or the miser. Prishchami tvam dharma sammudha cheta. So Arjuna is now in dharma sammudha stage. He is not able to understand what is his duty, what he should do, what he should not do. He is in dharma sammudha cheta. Okay, so he is in dharma sammudha stage. Okay, he is not able to decide what he should do, what he should not do. Okay, why? Because of the karpanya dosa, miserly weakness, conjuice. Okay, miserly weakness. What is the meaning of miserly weakness? Actually, when a person sees himself, identifies himself from the body, that is called miserly weakness. Okay, and till now what Arjuna has given all the reasons, because considering himself as the body. That's why he's saying karpanya dosha pahata swabhava. So he's telling his dosa, his swabhava has become like a karpanya, miser. Okay. Yash shreyasyan nishchitam bruhi tanme. Yash shreyas. What is best? Shreyas means best. Okay. Shreya means best. What is best? Yash shreyas. Yash shreyasyan nishchitam bruhi tanme. Shishyate aham shadi mam tvam prapannam. Shishyate. So I'm not able to decide. Okay. I'm in dharma sammud stage and my swabhava has become like karpan. Okay. Miser. And in this stage, I'm becoming your shishya. Shishyate aham. I'm becoming your shishya. I'm surrendering myself to you. Okay. And I'm accepting you, my guru. Okay. Shishyate aham adhimam prapanna. Okay. So this is the what now Arjuna was in dharma sammud stage. Okay. He is confused stage. He is not in the battle. Inside battle was going. Okay. Should I fight? Should I not fight? What is good? What is bad? And in this state, what he does, he surrendered to Krishna. Okay. He became devotee of Krishna. So you see, now I am confused about my duty and I have lost all composure because of miserly weakness. Karpanya dosham. In this condition, I am asking you to tell me for certain what is best for me, what is shreyas for me. Now I am your disciple. Sishyateham. Okay. Now I am your disciple and a soul surrendered unto you. Please instruct me. Okay. So this is the importance of Guru. Okay. When we are in the battle. Okay. When we are fighting within ourselves, what is best, what is not good, which is good, which is not good, what I should do, what I should not do, which work should I do, which work should I should not do. Okay, how I can improve myself. Okay, those things are there. Okay, and what we should do then? We should surrender ourselves to Krishna. So just like Arjuna did, he surrendered, he becomes Shishya to Krishna. Okay, so that is what. So what we should do is humbly surrendered and asking for a guidance. So when we are in this state, we should also humbly surrender and asking for guidance. So Arjuna is surrendering to Krishna. Okay, whom we can surrender. So a guru must be there. Okay, and who is a guru? Who can represent Krishna? Who can represent the teachings of Krishna? Who can tell us about teachings of Krishna? Who is living the teachings of Krishna? Okay, so we can accept that person as a guru. Okay, and we should humbly surrender and ask for guidance. That was the importance of guru. That is the second part we are coming. That is identity. So when Arjuna was in confused state, he surrendered to Krishna. We should also do like that. So let's second part, identity. Okay. So you see here, real identity versus identity crisis. So two words are written. Okay, real identity and identity crisis. So actually we have two identity. One is called real identity, who we are actually, and second is identity crisis. Identity crisis means the identity which is changing every minute, every second, every time. Okay, that is called identity crisis. And one is real identity, the eternal identity, who we are actually. Okay, so two identity we have. Okay, so you see, we'll read the sloka and then we'll understand. Okay, Dehino yasmin yata dehe kamaram yavanam jara tata dehantara praptir dheras tatra namuhyati. Dehino yasmin yata dehe kamaram yavanam jara. Okay, so kamar is the youthhood. Kamaram is the balyavastha or the boyhood. Yavanam means the youthhood and the jara means oldhood. So you see the translation. As the embodied soul continuously passes in this body from boyhood to youth to old age. Kaumaram yavanam jara. The soul similarly passes into another body after death. Tatha dehantara praptir dhiras tatrana muhyati. Okay. So the dehantara means after death. So the soul similarly passes into another body at death. A sober person is not bewildered by such a change. Dhira is a sober person. Dhiras tatrana muhyati. Okay. So actually, we have two identity. Okay, one is called real identity, and one is called the identity crisis, or the identity which is changing every time, every minute, every second. Okay, and real identity is our identity as a soul. Okay, so we are a soul. Actually, we are soul. Our real identity. Eternally, we are a soul. Okay, and this soul, you see this. You see this picture. This soul is passing through different kinds of body, different kinds of body. And after that, this soul change the body and taking another body. This is getting continued. Okay, you see this. So actually, we are the soul, and we are continuing, and changing the body at the time of death. Okay. So our real identity is our soul, and the identity crisis. You see this child. This child is different from this child. This child is different from this. This is different. Every person is different. So actually, if you see scientifically, we are changing every minute, every second. So many cells of our bodies are dying. So many cells are getting produced, and we are 1 minute before the person which was I was the person, same person I won't be after 1 minute. Okay. So within 1 minute, I'm completely I'm not the same person. I'm changing. So that is called our identity crisis. But the problem is we identify ourselves with our identity crisis only. Okay. and that identity changing continuously. Even 1 minute, it's we are not the same person, you see. And we are identifying ourselves with that identity only. But our actual identity is our soul identity. That is called real identity. Okay. So let's discuss more about it with this story. Okay. So let's try to understand one story about this body and soul. So there was a lady, old lady. Okay. No one was there in his home. Okay, in her home. So no one was there. She was very alone. Okay. So she thought that I will buy one parrot from the market, so that the parrot will be talking in the home. I will be talking with the parrot. So that time will pass like that. Okay. So she went to the market. Okay. And she bought one very nice parrot. Okay. With a nice cage. Okay. Golden cage she bought for the parrot. Golden cage. Okay. And she was taking, you see this picture, she was taking care of the cage very nicely. She was cleaning the cage very nicely. Daily she will clean the cage. Okay. Daily she will clean the cage is nice or not. Okay. But one day, after 7 days or 8 days, the parrot died. Okay. Parrot died. Oh, parrot died. Yes, parrot died. Now my question, what do you think, why the parrot died? Okay. In the chat box. Parrot died. Why? Arya Mataji saying lack of freedom. Okay. Any other answers quickly? Caged is loss of freedom. Nothing is permanent. Sneha Mataji saying nothing is permanent. Radhika Mataji, comfort zone. He died natural death. Akansha Mataji. Rijvi Prabhu, lack of what he wanted to be. Because Michael Prabhu, because it wasn't fed well. No food. Yes, this is the correct answer. Jyoti Gupta Mataji, Michael Prabhu. He was not fed. You see, she was taking care of the cage only. Okay. She was taking care of the cage only. Okay. Only cage. She was cleaning the cage because golden cage was there. Golden cage. So, so much price was there. Golden cage. So she was taking care of the cage only. But she forgot the most important thing in the parrot. Okay. The parrot is the most important thing in the cage. Okay. And she was not feeding the parrot only. She was only taking care of the cage. Okay. Can you relate this story to you or us? Okay. Everyone. Okay. Every one of us is doing the same thing. Okay. We are not taking care of the parrot. We are taking care of the cage only. Okay. We are taking care. Daily we are bathing ourselves. So nicely cleaning. So nicely we will be making ourselves like we will be flowering our mouth with so many nice words. But if we turn our back, okay, what is our real identity will speak. Okay, so like that. Okay, so we are make-upping ourselves daily. We are cleaning ourselves daily, but inside us we are not taking care. The parrot, which is our inside, the living thing which is there inside, we are not taking care. Okay, this body is dead. Actually, if you see, this body is dead. Nothing living in this body. Okay, only thing which is living in this body is the parrot or the soul. Okay, but we are not taking care of the soul. We are not nourishing the soul. We are only nourishing the body. We are taking food. Okay, but we are food for our parrot. We are not giving. Actually, both things are important. We have to take care of the cage. We have to take care of the parrot also. We have to take care of the soul. We have to take care of the body also. If we are not taking care of the body, how will our soul be able to do the devotional service nicely? Okay, so that is the thing. We have to take care of the both. That is one important message, that we have to take care of the body. We have to take care of the soul. Both things are important. Okay, so that is the thing. We have to nourish our body and we have to nourish our soul also. Okay, Prabhuji, what is the nourishment for the soul? What is the nourishment for the soul? Body nourishment, we know. We have to give nice food. We have to give nice food so that body will eat and it will get nourished. Okay, but what is the soul food for the soul? Food for the soul, chanting the holy name. Okay, chanting the holy name is the food for the soul. Actually, when the class will go, I'll tell you that we are part and parcel of the Supreme. The soul is part and parcel of Supreme Soul. Okay. So our actual position or our actual dharma is to be attached with the super soul. Okay. So when we are attaching ourselves to the super soul, that is the actual nourishment for our soul. And when we take the holy name, we chant the holy name, we actually attach ourselves to the Supreme Lord. Okay. That's why the chanting of the holy name is very important. Very important. When we associate with our with the Lord, actually we can see that our soul is getting nourished. We feel happiness in that. Okay. So that is the thing. So you see this Mahamantra, that is only names are there. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare meaning energy. Okay, energy. So Hare Krishna means energy of Krishna or Radharani. So Radharani is the energy of Krishna, eternal energy of Krishna. So that's why Hare is meant as Radharani. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram. Ram is nothing but Krishna only. Okay. And Hare is energy of Ram or Krishna, what you tell. Okay, whatever you tell. So that is Hare means energy only. So Hare means energy of Ram or Hare means energy of Krishna. Both is okay. So actually, if you see the Maha Mantra, actually all things are name only. Okay, all are name only. Okay, so this Maha Mantra is very important, and this is directly given by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself, and that's why this Maha Mantra is important. And when we chant, when we can feel this, the potency of Maha Mantra, and we can directly associate with the Lord. Okay. So that was this is the nourishment for the soul. Okay. So nourishment for body, endeavoring too much for the nourishment of the body, nothing we are doing for the nourishment of the soul. Okay. We should start from today, from this time, from now, nourishing our soul. Okay. And then we can see the potency of Maha Mantra. Then we can see the happiness which we can get from Maha Mantra. Okay. By associating directly from the Lord. Okay. So some more things about the Lord. Some people, why not Hare Vishnu? Okay. So if Hare Vishnu is there, many people will think, why not Hare Ram, Hare Krishna? So there is nothing like, why not Hare Vishnu? Whatever things has been given to us, we'll accept like that. Okay. We are not expert in the devotional platform, so that we can change the Maha Mantra. Okay. Whatever things has been given, we'll accept like. So many people are inquisitive. So why not Hare Vishnu is there? Why not only Hare Krishna, Hare Rama is there? So basically, for our level, there is no difference between Krishna, Vishnu, and Ram. Okay, so that is for our level. Okay, and so why not Hare Vishnu? There is no difference. Okay. One question: why Krishna is spelled as Krishna? Actually, Krishna, KRSNA is the Krishna is in Sanskrit. If you write in Hindi, if you write, it will be KRSNA. Okay. If you write in English KRISHNA, so it can be pronounced Krishna. Okay. And if you write KRSNA, you can pronounce as Krishna. Okay. You see like that. So that's why it is written like that. So something, body and soul are different. So we need to consider, we need to understand this. The body and soul is different. And what is the characteristic? The soul dimension, 10,000 part of tip of hair. Okay. So if you see, I'll draw one hair. Yes, if you see hair, it is a very thick hair. Oh, very thick hair. So if you see, okay. So hair, okay, like that hair, you see, this is hair. So if you see the tip of this hair, just tip, and you divide this tip in 10,000, you put the tip in the grinder, okay, and divide it in 10,000 parts. One part will be equal to the soul. So that is the dimension of soul which is mentioned, okay. Very small, we cannot see. And soul takes another body at the time of death. Okay, so that we have read. We are eternally spirit soul inhabiting in the temporary body. So our actual identity is soul, and the body is our temporary identity. Okay. See these three pictures. This is a cycle. This is a motorcycle. This is a car. Okay. Are these pictures same? My question to you. Are these pictures same? Yes or no? Just simple answer. Yes or no? No. Every person is saying no. No, 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 no. No, but function is same. Okay. At some point they're working It's same. The working is same. Okay. Some person, Dr. Komal is saying, yes, it is equal. Are these pictures same? Let me give the answer. Okay, you see all this picture. If you see the picture, basically we don't have to put too much effort. All these pictures are different. Different. Okay. This cycle is different. This car is different. This motorcycle is different. But this car, when sees this picture of this cycle, the car says, oh, this is my picture. Okay, this is my picture. Okay, can you relate this story? We also see our childhood picture and we say, oh, this is me. Yes, yes or no? Can you relate? We see our childhood picture and we say, yes, this is me. But actually, we are completely changed. When we were child, we were like this cycle. And when we are this much old, we are like this car. Okay. And but when we see the picture of the cycle, we say, oh, that is me. Okay. That is me. That is my picture. But that is completely changed. Okay. So that is the thing. And we need to understand that we are completely changed. That is not our real identity. The real identity and based on which we are identifying ourselves as the same is the driver of the all three. The driver is same. The soul is same. Okay. So that is the thing. So body and soul distinction. Body is matter. Matter is dead. Okay. Soul is spirit. Spirit is the only living thing which is there in this whole universe. You see all the universe, all the surroundings. You see everything is dead. Everything is dead. Just one thing which is living, and that is soul. Okay. That is soul. So you see, body is matter, soul is spirit. Body is non-conscious, not conscious. Soul is conscious. Body changes, soul doesn't change. Body is temporary, soul is eternal. Body is dead, soul is alive. Okay. So that is the difference between the body and soul. So many types of bodies are there. How many types? You see here. How many types? 84 lakh species. 84 types of bodies are there. And we'll be changing our body, and soul will be changing our body. Different body will get. Okay. So many bodies are there. So everything is changing in the outside. Everything is changing in the outside. Okay. But what is our work? What is our work? So let's try to understand who am I? The second part, the identity part we are covering. Okay. So one must perform prescribed duty regardless of difficulty. These duties purify and elevate. This duty, whatever duty we have, that duty we must do. Okay, for our body, for our soul, we have to do our duty because these duty will purify and elevate. Okay, so let's read the sloka. Matra sparsatu kaunteya shitoshna shukha dukkhada agama paino nitya tam titikshva bharata. So, O son of Kunti, the non-permanent appearance of happiness and distress and their disappearance in due course are like the appearance and disappearance of winter and the summer season. Okay, like summer and season are coming and going, coming and going. Same way, the distress and happiness will come and go. Distress and happiness will come and go. It is called as non-permanent. Okay, non-permanent. It is not permanent. The distress and happiness is not permanent. Okay, so we have understood this concept that happiness and distress will come and go, come and go. Okay, they arise from sense perception, from bodily platform. Sense is a part of body. Okay, so they arise from the sense perception. O sign of Bharata, and one must learn to tolerate them without being disturbed. Titikshva, one must tolerate them. So actually, you see, outside environment will be changing. Sometimes cold will be there, sometimes hot will be there. Okay, so sometimes summer will be there, sometimes winter will be there, sometimes happiness will be there, sometimes distress will be there. So they will be coming and going, coming and going. But if we are too much attached to those things only, we will be taking care of those things only. Okay, we won't be able to perform our duty. Okay, so what we should do? What we should do is we should tolerate them. Okay, we should tolerate them and we should engage ourselves in our duty. Okay, we should engage ourselves in our duty. That's why it is called perform prescribed duty, regardless of the difficulty. Outside, whatever difficulty you have, whatever difficulty is coming, they will come and go, but we should not deviate from our path. Okay, so that is the thing. These duties purify and elevate. Okay, these duty when we are doing, that will purify us and elevate ourselves. So many questions are coming. We'll take the question at the last. We'll have half an hour question answer session. So no problem with that. Just I want every person to focus on the chapters, because these things won't come. Okay. So whatever questions you have, just keep the question there. We'll take all the questions at the last. Okay. So no problem with that. But if you are engaged in typing all the questions, then the chapter content will be lost. Okay. So whatever things are there, because we are discussing only the most important sloka. Okay. So we need to very patiently here, very nicely, very with the concentration we need to hear. Okay. So that is the thing. So what is our duty? We should not be too much attached to the outside environment, and we should be focused on our duty. That is the thing. Destruction of body is inevitable. Okay. Soul's characteristic we are seeing. Na jayate mriyate va kadachit nayam bhutva bhavitavana bhuyah ajo nitya shashvatoyam purano na hannate hannamane sharire. Na jayate mriyate va kadachin. Na jayate means there is birth. Na means no. Mriyate means death. Va kadachin, never a time. So there is no birth, no death at any time for the soul. Okay. Na jayate mriyate va kadachin. Nayam bhut. So you see, there is no birth, not death, no death anytime. Soul is eternal. He has not come into being, does not come into being, and will not come into being. Soul is eternal. There is no past, no present, no future for the soul. He is unborn, eternal, everlasting, and primeval. He is not slain when the body is slain. Na hanyate hanyamane sharire. He is not slain when the body is slain. When you kill the body, the soul is not getting killed. So powerful message is this. Okay. Did you understand that you are actually the soul, not his body? And if any person want to kill the soul, he cannot. He cannot disturb anything about the soul. He cannot change anything about the soul. Okay. So actually, any person in this world cannot do anything to you. Okay. So means fearlessness it will give you. This one character, that we are not this body, we are soul, and no one can do anything to the soul. Just this concept will give you so much fearlessness. Okay. So that is the thing. We need to understand that we are not this body, we are this soul. How we can identify ourselves as the soul? Okay. Day after day, we are working as a body. We are considering ourselves as body. So many lifetime, we have been considering ourselves as the body. We have done nothing about the soul. Okay. We have not taken the name of Lord. Okay. And when we are not attaching ourselves to the Lord, when we are not working at the soul level, we cannot identify ourselves as the soul. Okay. So that is the thing. And when we start identifying ourselves as soul, this will give so much fearlessness. You see this. Okay. What is death then? Death. Vasam sijirnani yatha vihaya navani grihnati naro parani tatha sharirani vihaya jirnani anyani samyati navani dehi. As a person puts one on new garment, giving up the old one, the soul similarly accepts new material body, giving up the old and useless one. So death means nothing but the change of the body. After our body got old, our body gets old, and our body is not in working condition. Just like if you have a car, okay, and the driver, the car got accident, okay, the car is not functional, okay, you cannot repair the car, so better to get a new car. Okay, so that is the thing. So soul gets new body after the death. That is the same. Okay. Nainam chinnanti shastrani, nainam dahati pavakah, na chainam kledayantopo, na shoshati marutaha. The soul can never be cut into pieces by any weapon, nor burned by fire, nor moistened by water, nor withered by the wind. Nothing can be done to the soul. Okay, no harm. Some features, more feature. Soul is an individual. Our individuality is never lost. Soul is soul always. Okay. Soul is indestructible. You cannot destroy. Eternal, immeasurable, immovable, all-pervading, unchangeable, invisible, inconceivable. We cannot conceive. We cannot think. Then what is reincarnation? Rebirth. जातस्य हि ध्रुवो मृत्युर्ध्रुवं जन्मामृतस्य च तस्मादापरिहार्यार्थे न त्वं शोचति अर्हसि. जातस्य हि ध्रुवो मृत्यु. Jatasya means the person who has taken birth. Dhurva means it's a fact. It is a fact. Dhurva means it's a fact. Okay. Jatasya dhurvo mrityu. The person who has taken birth is sure to die. This is a fact. The person who has taken birth is sure to die. Jatasya dhurvo mrityur. Dhurvam janma mritasya cha. And a person who has died is sure to take birth. Okay. Tasmada pariharyarthe. That's why for the discharge of duty, unavoidable discharge of duty, na tvam sochati arhasi. So we should not be lamenting about this change of this body. Okay. So what happens after we take new body? Okay. And the person who has taken birth is sure to die. A person who has died is sure to take birth. Okay. One who has taken his birth is sure to die, and after death, one is sure to take birth again. Therefore, in the unavoidable discharge of your duty, you should not lament. Okay, you should not lament. So that was our identity part. So we have learned that we are not this body, we are soul. We are actually, our real identity is our soul. Our body is our temporary identity. Okay, identity crisis. Now we'll learn about the true dharma. Okay. So actually we have two identity, our body identity, our soul identity. Okay. So if you see we have two identity, then we should have two dharma also. Dharma means the nature. What is our nature? Okay, that is called dharma. Dharma doesn't mean faith. Faith can be changed. Okay, some people may be thinking as a Hindu religion like that. Second time they can consider about Muslim religion. Faith that can change. Today religion can also be changed. The dharma or your duty cannot be changed. So that is called dharma. Dharma means your duty. What is your duty? So as a soul, what is your duty? As a body, what is your duty? Okay. Soul, if you see Swadharma, and one is called Sanatan Dharma. Swadharma is the body, the duty towards your body. What is your duty towards your body? So specific occupational and worldly duty. So many people, they go to office, they work, they try to, they have their family, they have to take care of the family. These are coming under Swadharma. Okay, or the duty towards our body. We have to take care of the body, we have to take care of the family, we have to take care of our dependents. Okay, that is called our Swadharma. We have to take care. Second duty, that is also important. Many people are so much buried in this duty, Swadharma only, that they don't take care of the soul. Okay, that is called Sanatan Dharma. We have another dharma, that is called Sanatan Dharma. Okay, that is called eternal occupational and spiritual duty. We are soul. Actually, we are soul, and we have our duty towards our soul also. We have to take care of that also. Okay, we have to nourish our soul also. We have to nourish our body also. We have to take care of the body relationships. We have to take care of the soul relationship also. Both we have to take care. But people, you see, so much engrossed in the Swadharma only, but they are not taking care of the Sanatan Dharma. That is the real misery we are having. Okay, so that is the thing. We have two dharma, and we have to take care of the both dharma. Okay, our dharma must bring to Krishna consciousness. That is most important concept. Okay, our dharma must bring to ourselves to Krishna consciousness. Our dharma must attach ourselves to Lord. If our dharma is not teaching us that how we can love God, how we can attach ourselves to Lord, how we can attach ourselves, how we are part and parcel of Lord, how we can attach ourselves to Lord, then that dharma is not good enough. Okay, so that is the thing. That dharma is pseudo dharma, you can tell. Okay, avoid typical Hindu misunderstanding. Typical Hindu misunderstanding. What I mean by that, typical Hindu misunderstanding. Many people you see outside, okay, or in the society. Okay, I am very spiritual. I will go to the temple on Sunday. I will have aarti. I will do the agarbatti. I will give 10 rupees to the Lord, and I will ask, Lord, give me 100 rupees. Lord, give me this much wealth, that much wealth. So many things I will ask in the return. I will give 1 rupee to the Lord. I will ask 100 rupees in the return. Okay, so that's why I'm very spiritual. Okay, that is the typical Hindu misunderstanding. Okay, dharma means whatever duty we are doing, bodily duty or soul duty, we have to attach ourselves to Lord. That is our real dharma. That is the real dharma, not the typical which we are saying. Okay, We will be doing all types of ritual. We'll go to the temple, we'll do that, and we'll come back. Again, we'll start abusing others, again harming others, okay? And we'll, typical Rakshasi tendency, you can say, we are having in the home, okay? And we are going to temple and we are like, oh, I'm very godly, I'm very spiritual, like that. That is not the real dharma, okay? We must purify. Purity should be there and should be visible, okay? And our dharma must bring ourselves to Krishna, okay? So that is the thing. One big misunderstanding is there in the society. That is the thing, okay? So consequence of avoiding dharma, you will incur sin, infamy, and dishonor. Okay, Arjuna's third argument not to fight. Arjuna is thinking, I am a Kshatriya, I should not fight. Okay, it will incur sin, because if I fight, it will incur sin. But Krishna is giving reason that consequence of avoid dharma is you will incur sin, infamy, and dishonor. If you are avoiding your dharma, then you will incur sin. Okay. हतो वा प्राप्स्यसि स्वर्गं जित्वा वा भोक्ष्यसे महिं तस्मादुत्थिष्ठ कौन्तेय युध्य कृता निश्चयः. O son of Kunti, either you will be killed on the battlefield and attain the heavenly planets, or you will conquer and enjoy the earthly kingdom. So Krishna is saying, if you win this war, actually you are killed in the battlefield as while doing your Kshatriya duty. So you will go to the heavenly planet, you will enjoy the kingdom of the heaven, okay? Or if you win, you will have this earthly kingdom, you will enjoy this earthly kingdom. So there is no harm, both way, win-win situation, okay? Therefore get up and with determination fight, okay? Therefore get up and with determination fight, okay? So no loss of enjoyment. This was the argument. Krishna is saying there is no loss. Either you are getting earthly kingdom, or either you will be killed or you will be winning this war. Both way, this is win-win situation. Your enemy will describe you in many unkind words and scorn your ability. What could be more painful for you? Actually, you are a Kshatriya, and fighting is the religion for the Kshatriya, fighting, the dharma for Kshatriya, okay? If you are not fighting, people will say, okay, Arjuna was not a good fighter. He was a very fearful person, okay? And he left the war and he went back, okay, like that. And this will cause the infamy, okay, infamy to you. And in this way, it will cause the deterioration of your the future generation. Actually, you should give a proper example for the future generation, okay? You should become a example for the future generation so that they can be on right path, okay? If you are doing this way, that you are going away from the war, your future generation will also be thinking that you are like that, and they will it won't have a good example. You won't be a good example for them, okay? So that therefore fight Arjuna, okay? This was another reasons which Krishna was giving, that future generation, loss of future, loss of family tradition, okay? That was. Then again, नेहा विकर्म नाशोस्ति प्रत्यावायो न विद्यते स्व अल्पमपि अस्य धर्मस्य त्रायते महतो भयात्. In this endeavor, there is no loss or diminution. Neha vikarma nasosti, there is no nas. Pratyavayo na vidyate, there is no diminution. Okay. In this endeavor, there is no loss or diminution, and a little advancement on this path can protect one from the most dangerous type of fear. Okay. So if you're doing your duty, so actually, if you see, the people who are doing the devotional service, okay? So Krishna says that if you are doing the devotional service, or the things which I am telling, what is my instruction? The instruction of Krishna is like dharma, okay? We have to follow that, okay? So if you are doing in that way, there is no loss and diminution. There is no loss or diminution in the spiritual path. And even if you are doing little advancement under this path, it will protect you from the greatest type of fear. What is the greatest type of fear? What is the greatest fear in this world? What do you think? Any answers? What is the greatest type of fear in this world? death, 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 death. Every person is saying the same thing. Actually, the greatest type of fear are four greatest type of fear. The four are Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadhi. Okay, birth, death, old age, and disease. These are all the greatest type of fear. Okay, that means when we are taking birth in this world, we have this greatest type of fear. Okay, so actually, when we do the devotional service, the devotional service is not lost, and it will protect us from taking birth again. Okay, that means liberation. You see, okay, that means liberation. If you are doing the devotional service, it will liberate you from the death cycle, mukti from the birth and death cycle. Okay, so that is the greatest type of fear which Krishna is speaking. Even if you do a small service, that is also countable. Okay. Kali Dharma, chanting on the holy name. I'll explore these concepts later chapters, but for now I'm telling you, Kali Dharma, or the Dharma of Kali, is chanting on the holy name. Okay, there are so many ways of Dharma in the previous yugas, but for Kali Yuga, the simplest and the most effective Dharma is chanting on the holy name. Okay. So that were the three things we have discussed. Two dharma. Swadharma is duty to our body. Nitya dharma or Sanatan dharma is duty to our soul. Okay. Now we'll move toward the fourth part, that is Atmaram, or a person who is self-realized, or a person who know that he is not this body, who is the soul. Okay. So that person we are going to. So Arjuna want to know the symptom of a self-realized person. Sthita Pragya or Samadhi or Atmaram, you can say, and hence raises for a question. So he wants to know about the symptoms of the self-realized person. So he's asking for questions from Krishna. He's asking general symptom of a person who is Atmaram or self-realized. How does he speak? How does the person speak? Self-realized person. How does he sit? And how does he walk? Okay. So these are the four questions Arjuna is asking about a person who is Atmaram, who is self-situated, who is self-realized, who is Sthit Pragya, who is in Samadhi mode. Okay. So Krishna is going to discuss the symptom of those persons who are actually self-realized. Okay, self-realized person. You see, he is free from all worldly pleasure and material desire. He doesn't have any material desire. He doesn't have any things to do with the material pleasure or the worldly pleasure. He is free from the material desires and material pleasure. Okay, he is completely satisfied. Completely satisfied. This person is by realizing eternal servitorship with the Supreme Lord. By realizing his eternal position of servitorship to the Supreme Lord. Okay. So he has realized the position, what is his real position with the Lord. Okay. How does he speak? Meaning, so Arjuna was saying, how does the person who is Sthit Pragya speak? The meaning is, how does he respond to other? When a person says something, or person react, how this person reacts to others. Okay. So the answer is, he is always steady mind and equiposed, is balanced, equiposed, silent person, okay, peaceful person, okay, free from attachment, fear, and anger. He is free from attachment, fear, and anger. That is the response. Unaffected by good and evil. So he is not affected by any good or any evil. If you honor him, he is not affected. If you dishonor him, he is not affected. He is actually equiposed. Okay. If happiness is coming, if distress is coming, he is not affected. He is equiposed. So that is the condition of a person who knows that he is soul, not this body. Okay. How does he sit? Meaning, how does he restrain his senses and mind? How does he control the senses and mind? Okay. So like that. So answer, self-control yogi. Just like a tortoise react to situation, Atmaram similarly withdraws his senses and mind and always engage only on the Supreme. Just like a tortoise, if outside condition is hostile, the tortoise will withdraw the limbs and the head inside the cell. Okay. So this Atmaram person who knows that he is not his body, his soul, he will withdraw his senses. He won't be reacting to anything. Okay. When the hostile situations come. Okay. So that is the thing. Where does he engaging the senses? If he's withdrawing the senses, where does he engaging the senses? That is the fourth question. Okay. So let's see, where does he engage the senses? So fourth is, how does he walk? Means, where does he engaging the senses? So what is the place where he is engaging the senses? So he is engaging the senses in the service of the Supreme. Okay. He is engaging in the service of the Supreme. So that way he is engaging the senses. And that's why his senses are not engaged in the material things. Okay. Because he is so much occupied by engaging in the Supreme that material things he is not bothered about. Okay. So that is the thing. Atmaram person. Okay. So that was the chapter summary. That was the chapter part from my side. Chapter 2 in summary form. Let's summarize. We are not this body, we are spirit soul. That was the first thing. Happiness and sadness comes and go. We have to tolerate them and we should be engaged in our duties. Okay. Only one way is surrender to Krishna. Okay. When we surrender to Krishna, then that is the Kali Dharma, you can see. Okay, our soul nourishment is there. Always chant Hare Krishna and be happy. Take the Lord's name and be happy. Okay, so that is chapter 2 I said. And this is the last slide. I'll unmute every person just so that they can chant with me, so that they can nourish their soul. Okay. And Mataji will be taking before the class chanting session will be there. So all of you are invited to just 10 minutes before the class, you can come and chant with Mataji. Okay. So I request everyone to unmute and chant with me. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram So that was chapter 2 in summarized form. Okay, I hope you have understood the chapter. Many questions were coming during the class. Mataji, can you read out the questions if there is any?
Yes, Prabhuji.
If you have any question now, you can put in the chat box. We can take question answer session. Okay, we have 20 minutes for taking question answer.
Prabhuji, one question is there from Swapna Dara. Who will take care of young generation? First question.
Who will take care? Be a good example for young generation. Do not leave the war. Otherwise, young generation will think that you are a coward. You cannot fight. Okay, and this will lead to a bad impression on the family members. Okay, the younger generation. So be a good example for the family. That was the answer given by Krishna.
Next question is Michael N.M. Prabhuji. What's Atmaram?
Atmaram means self-situated person who knows the difference between who knows the reality that he is not his body, his soul, and he is situated at soul level. Okay, that person is Atmaram.
Then why Krishna is spelled as Krishna, like K-R-S-N?
Yeah, I discussed that during the Krishna is actually the Hindi or Sanskrit, you can say. Okay, if you read K-R-S-N-A, that means Krishna, you will read Krishna. Okay.
Why no Hare Vishnu?
Yeah, we discussed during the class only, Mataji, these things.
How is my thought and soul different? Madhu.
How is my thought? Because we are thinking at the bodily level. Okay, that's why we are different. Okay, we are thinking at the bodily level. That's why we are different. Actually, when we start doing the work at the soul level, when we start doing the chanting, gradually we will be able to see ourselves at the Atmaram level. That Atmaram portion which we discussed, that was the advanced part. Okay, the person who is self-situated, it will be like that, equiposed, not affected by other people. Okay, so that was the thing. So when we think at the bodily level, that is the different thing. When we think of ourselves at the soul level, the person who is Atmaram will think himself at the soul level. Okay.
Then Disha Mataji is asking, human form is 84 lakh species.
Human forms are 4 lakh out. So there are 4 lakh species of human forms, like human who looks like human. So many are there. 4 lakhs are there, and others are 8 lakhs. So 80 lakhs. So total are 84 lakh species are there.
Prabhuji, she is asking, is it the last form also?
So ultimate form is the most intelligent, you can say, the most where the person can think about for his self-realization. Who is he? What is the real nature? What we should do? What we should not do? Those things are there. Where intelligence is developed, mostly developed, that is called the human form. Okay.
Then Prabhuji, Sarthak Prabhuji is asking, population is increasing day by day, but if soul are just changing its body, so why population is increasing? Is soul is not limited?
So the question Prabhuji is asking that if soul number is limited, why the population is increasing? Okay, so the thing is we need to understand this concept that only humans are not having soul. Okay, only humans are not having soul. Even if you say any animal, even ants is having soul. Okay, and we need to understand this concept. Only the earth is not having the soul. Okay, so many planetary system is there, so many planets are there, and every planet is having different kinds of bodily soul with different kinds of body. Okay, so the thing is we do not understand. So for our level, if you have not seen a fish, okay, it will be difficult for us to understand that any living entity can be there in the water. Okay, when we see fish, okay, so different kind of body there, and that fish is there who is living in the water. Okay, so for different kinds of environment, different kinds of bodies there, and when we don't see those kinds of, we understand that okay, so there is no life in the Mars, we can think like that, but actually there may be life, we are not able to see that thing. Okay, so that is the thing, and we need to understand that only human form is not having soul. Different animals are there, different bacteria are there, so many things are there, so many plants are there. Okay, and it is inconceivable if you think like that. Okay, so that is the thing. So different kinds, different, they are changing the body, we are changing the body. Okay, in that way population is increasing, decreasing, somewhere it is increasing, somewhere it is decreasing, like that is happening. Okay.
Prabhuji, then Suruchi Mataji is asking, in spiritual world, how is our appearance? How do we look like? What kind of body we have? And do we remember our memories from earth? Do we remember our life on earth, or do we forget?
So actually the material body we have, actually we have a spiritual body also, and in the spirit or the spiritual sky we'll have a spiritual body. Okay, and with this body, whatever memory is there, with this body we'll forget this body. Okay, we'll forget the memory, we'll tend to forget. Okay, so that is the thing. So for the, when we change this body, when we are in this material, we'll change the body. When we are in spiritual, we'll have a spiritual body, different planet, different world, different body. Okay, so that is the thing.
Prabhuji, then Disha Mataji is asking, then why people behave badly or do some activities which are not advisable?
Because of our free will. Okay, we have free will. Okay, Krishna will talk about that there is love. I already told in the last class that if there is love between us and God, okay, Lord will give us free will. Okay, God doesn't interfere with our free will. Okay, God can give us intelligence, but with that intelligence we should be able to choose between the free will. Some people may choose the bad pathway, some people may choose the good pathway. Okay, so Lord doesn't interfere with the free will. Okay, I already told you, if there is father and son is there, there will be love, there will be free will. Okay, father will allow the son certain free will. Okay, and the son can choose using the free will. But if there is no free will, that is called slavery. Okay, that is called slavery. Okay, so that is the thing. So there is love between us and Lord, that's why there is free will.
Prabhuji, Achal Sinha Mataji is asking, is soul limited?
Soul is limited means, so you see this, the I told you the dimension of soul, 1/10, 10,000 part of tip of hair. But actually if you see, whole body consciousness is pervaded by the single this, tip, 10,000 tip of the soul. So actually if you see, soul is very limited, but is actually if you see is controlling the whole body. Okay, so it is like unlimited. Okay.
Urvi Joshi Mataji is asking, Hare Krishna Prabhuji, my question is, if soul transfers from body to body, then how do the soul get its path to Vaikuntha?
Okay, so there is spiritual body. They can get a spiritual body also. Okay, and why they, how they get, what is the secret of getting the spiritual body? How we can go back to Vaikuntha? Okay, those things will be discussed in the later classes. More classes are coming. This is second class only. So how the soul changes the body? What is the secret? Which body we are going to get? That will, these things also will discuss in the later classes. Okay.
Sanjeev Rajput Prabhuji is asking, who gets a knowledge at first of Gita?
Oh, that will be discussed in fourth chapter. Krishna will be telling to whom he given the knowledge first time. Okay, that is sun god Vivashvan. Okay, many years. Okay, back. So Krishna will be giving this knowledge in the fourth chapter when he is telling when or first time when the knowledge was given. Gita knowledge was given to whom. Okay.
Madhu Mataji is asking, why do we have so many thoughts? What is the thought of the soul?
We have so many thoughts because our soul or our thought, our mind, intelligence is always active. Okay, always active. You cannot, we cannot make your mind sit idle. Don't think anything. Just sit idle. Don't think anything like that. It won't happen because the very nature of the soul, the mind, and intelligence is activeness. The very nature of consciousness is activeness. Okay, we are active. So if we are not engaging our thoughts in Krishna, then it will engage, the thought will engage itself in the worldly activity or the material activity. Okay. So if we are engaging our senses or our thoughts in Krishna, then it will be engaged in Krishna. Okay. So the basic nature of consciousness is activeness. Okay. If we are not engaging in correct direction, it will engage itself in the wrong direction. Okay. Path of least resistance it will take. Okay, like the animals choose the path of least resistance. Okay, for controlling or the controlling the senses needs intelligence. A person who has intelligence, they can control the senses. Okay.
Achal Sinha Mataji is asking, is subconscious mind and soul interrelated?
Subconscious mind, so mind is different, intelligence is different, and soul is different. Those concepts will be coming. Actually, this concept in the second chapter only, but we will be covering those concepts later, so I didn't discuss. So actually the mind is different, intelligence is different, and consciousness or the soul is different. Okay. So we'll consider those questions later. We'll be covering those questions later.
Neha Mataji is asking, for Kali Yuga, we should chant like Om Namo Narayana. Why Hare Krishna? It's for Dwapara.
Dwapar Yuga. So Mataji is saying that for Hare Krishna is for Dwapar Yuga, and Om Namo Narayana is for Kali Yuga, like that. But actually it is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given, who came in the Kali Yuga only, and he has given this Mahamantra for us to chant. Okay. And he is nothing, he is no other than Krishna himself in the mood of Radharani. So Krishna and Radharani both are coming in Kali Yuga in the mood of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and he has given this Mahamantra so that the people from all the Kali Yuga can be delivered. Okay, so you see, it is not for Dwapar Yuga, it is for Kali Yuga.
M. Somit Raj Prabhuji is asking, why does the soul does not think same in all bodies?
Soul in the thing is, soul is different, mind is different, intelligence is different, body is different. Okay, so all are different. We'll have this concept of gross body, subtle body, and the spiritual body. Okay, later we'll have this concept. Okay, so when the body changes, our consciousness from the previous body is taken to the next body, just like air is there, and if the air is traveling from the roses, okay, then air will carry the aroma of the roses. If air is coming from the stool particles, then it will carry the aroma of the stool particle. Okay, so like that. So just like air carries the aroma, okay, the mind carries the consciousness which were there in the previous body to the next body. But whatever the previous body incidents are there, we don't remember actually. Okay, so because our mind is not that much trained to remember all those past things. Okay, even we don't remember what happened in the previous day, what happened in the very vague memory we have of the childhood. Okay, so that is very difficult to remember what happened in the previous life. Okay, so that is when body changes, our past memories are erased.
Michael NM Prabhuji is asking, Hare Krishna Prabhu, I learned from today's class is that in BG there is all solution of any problems in our life. It's my today's realization. Thanks Prabhuji. But I don't realize the dharma. What's dharma literally?
Yes, very nice question. It is dharma. Dharma means our duties. Okay. So for our duty, there is different dharma. For our soul, there is different dharma. Okay. So if our body duties are there, so many duties are there. Like earlier days, there were classes were divided. Okay. According to the modes and nature. Okay. The Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. And according to that, we need to do our dharma. Okay. Like Arjuna is a Kshatriya. He need to fight for the right cause. Okay. So that is the dharma for Arjuna. Okay. That is body dharma. Swadharma. Sanatan dharma is the nature. Okay, the body nature. So if you think, what is the nature of water? Okay, to clench to what is the nature of water? To destroy the thirst. Okay, that is the nature of water. What is the nature of fish? To live in the water. Okay, if you remove the fish from the water, fish won't survive. Okay. Similarly, what is the nature of the soul? What is the dharma of soul? To be attached, to attach himself from the Lord. If it is attached to the Lord, it is happy. Okay, soul is happy, soul is nourished. If it is taken away from the Krishna, then it has no meaning. Okay, actually, if you see like machine, okay, what is the if a machine parts is there, okay, the machine part is away from the machine, not in the machine. There is no meaning for that part. If that part is there in the machine, that part is very valuable. You think like this finger is there, okay? If finger is there attached with the body, it is very valuable. Okay. If you give me 1 crore also, I won't give you finger. But if this finger is cut out, okay, and it is there in the ground, it has no value, even 1 rupees. Okay. So that is the thing. So the very nature is to attach ourselves with the original part. Okay. And we are part and parcel of the Supreme. When our soul is attached to the Supreme, that has value. Okay. If you are away from the Supreme, whatever you do, okay, so it doesn't have any meaning. Okay, so the thing is, we need to take care of the soul, we need to take care of the body. Why we need to take care of the body? So that soul can perform their duty nicely. Okay, so that is the thing, we need to take care of both. Okay, and but we should not be too much indulged with the bodily concept, otherwise we won't be able to take care of the soul. Okay, so that is the thing, that is the dharma means our nature. What is our nature?
Sanjeev Rajput Prabhuji is asking why there is a concept of 84 lakh species, or not more or less than.
There is no like 84, 85 lakh. No, so there must be some number. Okay, like 85 is there, then one can ask 85. So actually, this is an inquisitive question. Many people may be like, why 84? Why not 84.1 like that? So maybe inquisitive question, but I don't find any explanation anywhere. But the thing is, even if it is 85, many people will say, why 85? 83, why 83? Okay, like that. So it is an inquisitive question, doesn't have any meaning. Okay. But the thing is, it is inquisitive question. Many people will have that. Okay.
Atul Prabhuji is asking, souls are part of God.
Yeah, soul is the part of Supreme Soul. Soul is a part of Supreme Soul. Okay. So that is the thing. Supreme Soul means Lord.
Suruchi Mataji is asking, Prabhuji, I have heard some cases of near-death experience where people die and come out of their body and they travel to spiritual planet with the same appearance of their body on earth. And they even remember their memories of earth and then again come back in the body. Some people have seen Yamraj Doots and Yamraj also. Prabhuji, then how are they able to remember and have same appearance as body on earth if you said we get spiritual body and forget everything?
So actually the soul soul, if you see the body lying, so after that what happens? Okay, so actually the soul will leave our body and it will go away. It is not like the body will also come. Okay, the soul is different, body is different, and spiritual body is different, and the material body is different. So that is actually a you see a proof that soul exists. Okay, near death experience is there. It is scientific. Many people have documented that. Okay, that but it is not documented that they were like this body, how the body was looking. This is not documented that how the spiritual body is looking. So near death experience, if you read, there are many publications are there on the near death experience. It is said that how people come out of their body and they can see their body lying down, and people are doing some rituals or something in the body. Okay, like that. So actually, if you see, this is a proof that soul exists. Okay, and that is the proof. Okay, and soul's body is different, spiritual body is different. And Yamraj Dut and all, we'll see one story of Azamila. Then we'll understand that how the soul is taken out from the body, and that story very beautifully explained. But soul's body, the spiritual body is different, and the material body is different. It is not a material body same as the spiritual body. Okay.
Swapna Dhara Mataji is asking, if someone enters spiritual world, will they have chance for human life?
If someone enters in the spiritual world, if so that is the thing. We are so much attached to our bodily concept that we are not able to think outside this concept. Okay, so if you think like this: if a pig is there, okay, a pig is there, and pig is very happy and satisfied with his body. He's eating the stool daily, and he's very happy with his family, and he is very he finds the stool very tasty. Okay, if some person says, okay, you can take birth of a human form, okay, and you will have higher birth like that human form, the pig will ask, can I get the pig body again? Okay, so that is called the attachment. That is called the Maya. We are so much attached to this body that we are not able to think how our spiritual form is different from this body. So your question is, if someone enters the spiritual world, will they have the chance for the human life? Yes, they have chance. They will have chance. That depends on their free will. If they want, they can get. Okay, Krishna is very merciful, very merciful. If you want a pig's body, you will get a pig body. If you want a human body, you will get a human body. If you want a spiritual body, you will get a spiritual body. But according to that, you must have the consciousness. Okay, you need to develop that consciousness. Okay, we'll discuss this concept later. Okay, so many chapters are there. We'll discuss the topics later. Okay, depends on our free will. Whatever free will depends on our will, what we want. Okay.
Jyotirmoy Adhikari, Prabhuji wants to know, what is the easiest process of controlling our sense? In spirit of knowing about sinful reaction, I can't aloof myself from those works. Why does it happen?
So actually, very nice question. Jyotirmay Adhikari Prabhuji has asked. Very nice question, very realized question. Many persons will have this question. What is the easiest process of controlling the senses? Okay. So actually, you see, I will discuss the concept later also, but just a tinge I'll give you. Okay. So we have always will have two things. Okay. We have the higher thing. We have the lower thing. Okay. If you are doing the lower thing, then you will be engaged in the lower thing only. You won't get taste. You will be engaged in the lower thing only. And second is the higher thing. Okay, if you are engaging in the higher thing, you won't be engaged in the lower thing. Okay, so that is the thing. Okay, so actually, if you see, the senses are there. If you are engaging the senses to some higher activity, okay, something is spiritual activity, then you won't be doing the activity which is material. You are so engaged, you are so engaged in the spiritual activity that you don't have the time for the material activity. Okay, so that is the thing. That is the way of controlling the senses. Engage your senses in Krishna's service. Your senses won't be engaged in the material or lower activities. Okay, sinful activities. Okay, so that is the thing. More we'll discuss about these things, the karma section, the 5th chapter, karma sannyas yoga. More we'll discuss. Okay.
Swapna Dhara Mataji wants to know, Arjuna fought for a good cause, but fighting is a sinful activity. Even that is dharma.
No, that is wrong thing. Okay, so dharma is writing for fighting for the right cause. So if fighting is wrong, then what is the dharma of a kshatriya? Kshatriya dharma is to fight for the right cause. Okay, fighting. Okay, so that is the thing. Arjuna was thinking on the bodily platform. That's why he was thinking that fighting is a sinful activity. But Krishna told him that fighting for the real cause, fighting for why, for fighting because I am telling. Okay, uh, that is the right cause. Okay, so that is the thing. Fighting for the real cause, fighting for the dharma is not sinful. Okay, even even it is said that not fighting for dharma is sinful. Okay, so that is the thing. Not fighting for dharma is sinful. If you see you are not fighting for dharma, okay, or sinful activity, then you are doing the sin. Okay.
Disha Mataji is asking, how do we come to know the nature of the body? For example, if nature of soul is to serve the Lord, what is the nature of body then?
Body. So if we have this body, okay, the thing is, so many bodies we have in this 84 lakh species of bodies are there. Okay, none of the body will able to think about ourselves, who we are, why we are taking so many birth. Are we taking so many birth? Really, are we taking so many birth? What is our real nature? What is who is Lord, whom we should dedicate ourselves? So these things, thinkings can be done in the human form only, because intelligence is developed in this form. Okay, but it depends on our free will, with whom, what we need to understand about from our intelligence, what we want to get from our intelligence. Some person will be engaging their intelligence in lower thing, some people will engaging their intelligence to higher things. Okay, so depends on free will. So the thinking, if nature of soul is to serve Lord, what is the nature of the body? Nature of body is to serve Lord, both. Okay, you see, swadharma and sanatan dharma, both dharma should lead us to Lord. Okay, that is the thing I told you. Dharma should bring ourselves to Krishna consciousness. So both body and soul, both dharma is to serve Lord. Okay, so that is the thing, both the dharma is to serve Lord. Okay, and we'll see this concept later, we'll develop this concept later. This is actually very second chapter only, so that is the thing. Okay, we'll discuss later.
Priya Mataji is asking, Hare Krishna Prabhuji, what is our first abode?
Our first abode is with Krishna. Okay, with Krishna, our first abode, that is called Goloka Dhama, Goloka Vrindavan Dhama, the Dhama of Krishna. Okay.
Sneha Mataji is asking, why we have so many Siddhantas like Advaita, Dvaita, etc.
So depends on the person. Okay, so many people are there, so many Siddhanta are there. They will study the Veda and they will come to discuss. They will have different perception of those things. Okay, so that's why we have so many Siddhanta like Advaita, Advaita. Okay, depends on the person.
Jyotirmay Adhikari Prabhuji is asking, when I chant the holy name of Almighty Krishna, many material matters come to my mind and don't allow me thinking the lotus feet of Krishna. Why does it happen?
We need to do abhyasa. We need to do practice. Practice will make us perfect. Okay, that is what we need to do. Practice.
Priya Mataji is asking, how to meek and humble.
Humbleness and calm when you think yourself as servitor or a servant. Okay? When we think ourselves as servant of Lord, then humbleness is come. When we think ourselves as master, humbleness won't come. Okay, won't come. But think yourself as a servitor or the servant of Lord, then you will become humble. Okay.
No questions, Prabhuji. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Okay, so we have taken all the questions. So many questions are there, which we'll explain later. Okay, and we'll have detailed discussion about those things. Okay, so I'll request every person to complete this 18 days. Okay, that will be very nice. Okay, and I guarantee you that some change will be there inside you, and you will be different person after attending the course. The thing is, you need to practice also what we are discussing. Okay, some practical things also I will be telling. So whatever things we have learned, you see, these things all things are dealing with the consciousness. Okay, all things are dealing with the consciousness. We'll be discussing how we can develop that consciousness, how we can develop our consciousness to Krishna consciousness. So we'll be telling in very practical way, very nice way, so that you can all come to Krishna consciousness, or you can purify yourself. Okay, so we'll discuss like that. So I hope you have understood today's chapter. I hope you have liked the chapter. Okay, and I hope you will start practicing. You will start feeding your soul. Okay, so I hope you will come from tomorrow 10 minutes before the class, and you will chant with us. We'll share the screen and we'll chant. Okay, so I hope everyone will come. Okay, yes. Actually, 10 minutes we have taken more. Okay, just unmuting everyone. Thank you, Mataji, for so nicely reading the questions and so patiently reading every questions. Okay, thank you every devotee for attending the classes. Okay,
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna.
Very wonderful
Hare
session.
Krishna.
Jai Srila Prabhupada.
Thank you for
Vanchakalpatarubhascha kripa sindhu bhavevacha patitanam pavanebhyo